Could you beat Penance with Auto-Haste without Yojimbo? Yeah, Karifian answered, and he's a good person to answer this because he's literally someone who did it. He's got the video of that on his channel, so definitely worth a watch. He said it was a very, very difficult fight, and if that's Karifian saying it, then you know it's very, very hard. Thank you, James. Okay, I think we've had too much luck now with this first turn. I feel like we're going to probably regress now, but maybe we'll get more luck for the subsequent later turns. And at least what I was doing, I think on the winning attempt that I didn't give up even though Tidus or Walker got killed on the first turn. That's bound to happen soon, so I'll probably try and do the same. Alright, there we go. So Walker dies, and I think that's the same thing that happened on the winning attempt. And what I did was basically I was like, look, let's just keep, like, we'll still have an opportunity again to make this happen, so let's just wait. It's obviously going to waste some more resources, but I tried to keep doing trio again and tried to get Walker into trio status. And the bonus was that maybe there's a chance I can get Lulu with trio along the way. And, you know, maybe there's some way in which that plays in, like having Lulu with her overdrive in trio, maybe that could be useful. I think I did it like one time, and I think I managed to get like 4 rotations or something, which wasn't very good, but I don't know. Hey Brendan, welcome to stream, good to see you. No space for auto protect on Auron. I think no, because I think we need the ribbon, we need the auto potion, we need the HP boost so that when you double it he can survive the stuff that he has. And I forgot what the last slot that we had for him was, but I think no in general. Let's have another look here. What does he have equipped again? Oh yeah, obviously auto Phoenix, so no. I don't think you can auto protect him. Maybe there's some other way to keep him alive. I think the only way would be sacrificing his ability to survive Triumphant Grasp in the first form as well. But that's just so hard to do, like swapping him in and out and hoping he doesn't get hit by it in the first form as well. I feel like it's a bit... You're trying to, again, just make things even more complicated and even more luck reliant. So Riku's just not getting a turn right now, which means we're making no progress. Wow. Yes, Ryan. Need to do a job. Yeah, because Riku's not getting a turn, we're just waiting. But I'll change weapon here so his turn comes back a little quicker. Obviously the priority is just getting that trio back on Walker so we can move forward again. Hey Engage and Immerse, welcome to the stream, good to see you. Wow. Okay, let's mix another one, let's see if any of them can keep the trio before I can swap them out. Until I can swap them out. Alright, that's nice. Remember when you were like, we're going to no sphere grid until it gets to the point where we can't anymore? Yeah, we haven't reached that point yet. Just because something's difficult and takes a lot of attempts doesn't mean we can't do it. Yeah, I think Zombie became less important once I got Blitz Ace as well, especially for the first form. Because obviously, initially, when we only had Slice and Dice, a lot of it was kind of relying on someone afflicting Zombie so that I could then come in with Tidus and take him out. But with Blitz Ace, we can do it in one turn. In the second form, there might be an opportunity for Auron, potentially, to do that. So we could look into that as well. But by and large, like what you're working with is going to be like needing a Riku turn to stop the Pagodas, and then Grass's Fire Leon's not going to have max HP anyway, so But yeah, you can see if you don't get that RNG from the start, it's a pain in the ass to try and get it afterwards. But in that sense, it's a really weird fight because you can kind of stay alive in it for so long. Like, until you run out of resources, you can just stay alive indefinitely. Do I prefer the PS2 International version or HD Remaster? Oh. It's... Heart says PS2 version, mind says HD Remaster, I think, if I'm being honest. These days, as you've seen, like so much of what I do is about more like the quality of life and the practicalities of playing it this way, and like I can't go back now. I can't go back. So I know you can speed up emulation and stuff too, I get it, but like things like bar playing, etc. There's just too many things for someone like me to benefit from, I think. We managed to keep Lulu's trio, by the way. Nah, but obviously Waka's the one we need. Unless I can get 12 hits with Lulu's Overdrive, which I'm not. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. The character models is definitely just one frustrating miss, but nowadays I'm sure there's enough mods out there to improve the character models. Oh, this turn is just so far away. 12 hits with no Sphere Lulu would be a world record. What is, like, how many hits can someone reasonably... I know that there's people that do... I think, Kareepin, you mentioned, like, you can change some settings, like, on Steam with your controller to allow you to do that. Like, to get a lot more rotations in and stuff like that. I don't know how much of that is considered, like, legal or for speed running or, like, challenges or whatever, but it seems like a bit of a cheat to me to kind of modify your controller. Crimson Inferno goes up to 9 with no sphere grid. Holy shit. Damn. Yeah, with that stuff, I really don't know how much of it is like your controller, like how things are set up. Is it wired? Is it wireless? Is it PS4 controller, PS5, whatever it is? I feel like there's some factors that must come into it. I don't know. Yeah, Waka's turn's not coming. I think in the meantime, let's just get Auron prepped if we can. Nope. But yeah, even 9, unfortunately, wouldn't be enough. I mean, if it really was somehow possible to get up to 12, then obviously worth considering for this, but... yeah, we are very lucky that we have the soundtrack that we do here. It certainly makes the hours of this more bearable. I wasted like the first 10 minutes of this, so obviously I'll try and keep going here. Let's get Auron ready, and then maybe I'll just swap him out, honestly. Yeah, let's just swap him out. Surely we've got to be able to get Trio on Waka at some point. So Auron's basically ready. Tyres is ready. We've got Lulu with Trio as a bonus, but we could run out of resources here if this goes on for too long. Yeah, true. The 10 minutes did give us widest. Sorry. That's my bad. It was the best 10 minutes of live streams we've ever done on this channel. If it was a normal battle thing, we'd probably have to... We'd have to use like a mod to change it or something. Come on, just let Waka have his trio as well. Okay, we're getting closer now. He only needs to survive two turns basically. I say only, obviously it's not easy, but could happen. Yeah, so do I do that or do I heal him? Because healing means that he's then 1, 2, 3 turns. I'm going to take my chances. If he gets Jack beamed, then I'll have to admit Creeping was right. It won't be the first time I've done that anyway. Oh, he ended up agreeing with me. Fine. Okay. Then we're good. Okay, here we go. Can Walker survive? If he gets Jack beamed here, that'd be so cruel. Come on. Let him survive. Good. Okay. Right. Now. Right, I think we're still good here. There's still time. But now, again, we just need to get Yuna out of there. I'm just thinking, do we just spend a bit less time with Auron out there? Nah. Just do it. This whole business of trying to swap characters in and out is a pain in the ass, just because they die so regularly and it takes so long for them to come back. Just going to have to hope Auron survives the Triumphant Grasps. Nice. An opportunity is looming here. It's looming. We've had 3 Jack beams. Come on now, Yuna has to get a turn. It feels like it takes forever. There you go. Okay, now this is actually a really interesting setup here. Wow. Now that was an interesting combination of moves there. Alright, hold on. So this happened before. As I said, I think I've had it once or twice in like all of the many attempts we've had so far. Now, what we can do here is... Oh yeah, okay, I remember. So one thing that happened was that I tried to be clever, and what I did was obviously I used like Blitz Ace here, or Slice and Dice or whatever, in order to get through to the second form, but then Riku gets a turn before the first Sword Swipe. And obviously what I did was like, I'm like, oh, I can take out the U Pagodas now, but what if I threw a Chaos Grenade instead? So then I can take out the U Pagodas, and then I can also Power Break Braska's Fine Aeon. Wouldn't that be really smart to do? So I did it, and then obviously Sword Swipe didn't do enough to trigger Auron's Auto Potion. And then he got hit by the regular physical attack, and then he got killed. So literally Power Breaking Braska's Fine Aeon was a bad move that got me a game over in a previous attempt. So he needs, obviously Auron needs to get hit hard enough for his Auto Potion to trigger. And Power Breaking Braska's Fine Aeon did not help. So let's start with whatever happens, we are going to use this move to start. Let's just get this part of it done, and then we'll decide what we want to do. Does Hyper Mighty G have any value here? I don't think it does, right? Well, I mean, maybe if you get Jack beamed, like if Auron gets Jack beamed, but no, wouldn't he die instantly? I think Hyper Mighty G has no value here, right? Oh yeah, shit. True, haste. What about that? Yeah, I'm just thinking, is there a Riku mix here that can help? So yeah, as I say, what I did last time was Chaos Grenade, but it kind of worked out pretty badly. Because obviously, even with Power Break, these guys will not survive the Sword Swipe. So I think still, like, the only thing I can really do is just do damage. Just use the Supreme Gem. Like, it felt that's what it just feels like to me. No matter what attempt I did, no matter what kind of setup that we had going into it, it felt like it always boiled down to the same thing. You just do the damage, stop the pagodas, and then hope that you get a turn. And that's kind of all there is to it. I don't think there's much else. Okay, let's do it. I'm just thinking, yeah, the only other thing, is 2 turns. I was thinking if we could avoid if Riku could avoid the sword swipe, then maybe a weapon swap could be good and she could throw the Supreme Gem like afterwards. But she's basically, if we do this, if you look at the CTB, we'll have Triumphant Grasp and then sword swipe. No? Or does doing it with a full overdrive, does that bypass the sword swipe turn? Does that take the place of it? Yeah, so if you start the second form with a full overdrive, you're not guaranteed a sword swipe, right? It's only if there isn't an overdrive. Let's get this right, because it could make a difference. You've seen how hard it is to even get this far. I need to make sure of that mechanic. Wasn't the first turn of the... Both Torque and Overdrive override the... Yeah, okay. So we knew that Torque did. Sorry, well, I guess we didn't. We needed to be reminded of that, but I was pretty sure that there were some things we could do. So, yeah, so that makes it another potential play. But, again, odds seem pretty low to me. Just thinking, if we do this, what happens? Triumphant Grasp, you have to hope that it hits Tidus. So 1 in 3. And then after that, you have to hope that it's not a sword swipe and that Riku survives. Ugh. I don't like those odds, man. I don't like that at all. %25 chance both of you could go to stay down on Oren's turn. I like 25% better than Triumphant Grasp hitting Tidus and then Riku staying alive for the next turn. So we're going to take our chances here. We're going to go Supreme Gem. I feel like no matter what I tried to think about this, it really does come down to the same thing. Alright, here we go. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. This is such a run killer. You can speculate all you want, but if this happens immediately, you're screwed. Now we need like 5 Jack Beams in a row. Yeah, this is definitely what that looks like. Honestly, maybe that's what we need to do next. If you guys haven't had enough punishment yet, we can do just a one-off. The no Sphere Grid, no Summon, no Customize, no Overdrive, Braska's Final Aeon. Just that fight. And see if we can win it. I don't think it's been done many times on a live stream. And then we just spend a year's worth of attempts just trying to do that. And there's your sword swipe. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Brutal. It's a brutal, brutal, brutal fight. So that's what I mean. No matter how much you prepare, whatever you try to do, it just always comes down to the same shit. Yeah, we've not had very good second forms. I feel like in the last session, we were 1 turn away, like twice. Not managed to get close so far. Come on, don't make me have to set up the playback of this stupid video. It's going to be annoying. Let me get the win. Here we go again. There may be an alternate strat. At this stage, I'm all ears. I already won it using the super duper RNG method, so if there's a way that's better that reduces the RNG, then we definitely take that. Okay, another good start here. I used up all the community luck getting that Dark Strike weapon for Kimara in my second. Fair enough. Alright, what are we doing now? more of this business. But Carithian might be cooking. Let's hear what he has to say. Ah. What? He can survive ultimate jet shot? What? Okay, that's definitely something I didn't look into. I guess that's something that the super everything challenge people probably know more about, because I think they have to see the third phase. What? Really? Ah, that's interesting. See, because then we had the Lulu with the full overdrive. Maybe we could have pushed it past the first 60%. Huh. That would be super interesting. Because then that gives more value to trying to somehow beat the first form without using Tidus's overdrive. Okay. I like that. Yeah. Obviously for me, I'm like, ultimate jet shot, you're not surviving that. But when you look into it, ultimate jet shot is, it's special type damage. But its power is 22. I think that means it's doable, you know. Ultimate jet shot shows the power of 22. I think that means it could be doable. In the meantime, let me just keep doing what I'm doing, and we'll see what happens here. We still need to get Auron buffed up either way. Yeah, you can definitely use Aeons if you want to, and they will be of assistance for sure, but we're trying to do it without Aeons if we can. Just as we're a bit crazy like that. Can't have it be too easy, right? Protect is just ignored, yeah. So, but if you have Auron at 2, 6, 7, 8 HP, and 5 times Cheer, then it sounds like it does... Sounds like it does less. I'm not sure. Because the Triumphant Grasp does about 1,250 to 1,370 or so. If you double it, it's basically Auron's max HP. But then Ultimate Jet Shot has less than 2 times, so I don't know. We'll let Carithian crunch the numbers, and we'll see what he comes up with. I won't be able to do it live on stream. But that would be a really nice way to do it if we could. I think it would be less RNG reliant for sure. Because again, it just relies on the prep work, I think. But the way our luck's been, won't even be able to prepare Auron here. Riku just not getting a chance to do anything here. Oh, come on. I mean, the funny thing is the Braska's Fine Leon is fast enough that technically, depending on what he chooses, you never get a turn. Just a little outreach. Max damage roll is 3-4-3-1, and that's more than you can get with a viable armor setup, sadly. Huh. Yeah, and I think the problem with that one is obviously because it hits everybody. To make it like reasonable, I think Auron, you kind of need to be pretty close to guaranteeing survival. What if it was something like... Nah, because of the power waves, it happens so quickly that I'm thinking like, what if you had like a 80% chance of surviving one, and you rode your luck a bit and you survived like 5 of them or something. But I think the problem is you just wouldn't... Nah, I mean, at the end of the day, if you survived it and you had the overdrive set up, what if we just tried to survive 1? Is there a reasonable setup where we could get some kind of reasonable odds of just surviving 1? 3-4-3-1. If that's the max damage roll, obviously it's not the average. Because I'm thinking if Auron survives, and we just swap in someone to do an overdrive for the kill, could it work? I don't know. But then obviously the pagodas would still be standing. So I don't know. It's a tough one. Are you using all overdrives? Yeah, we are. We're using Titus's and Walkers for now. Ribbon and auto potion non-negotiable, so you could get HP 30, 20, 30, 90 after doubling still increase. Yeah. Oh, for God's sake. He wasn't able to heal first. Yeah, so it seems like it's just out of reach. Yeah, that would have been a really nice idea. For sure. This fight is just absolutely brutal. How are you guys doing? Are you hanging in there, chat? Or are you feeling the fatigue now of having this guy be on stream for like the last... at least, what, 4.5 hours or so, pretty much? I think we spent more time on Nose Figure and Nemesis, I think. That one was like 2 or 3 sessions we did, like full sessions, I think, of fighting it, not sure. Hey Annabelle, welcome to stream. Thank you, GD. Yeah, chat is chilling. Damn. You guys are more hardcore than I am. Okay, fine. Let's just put unit in here. Actually, yeah. She gets her turns a little more quickly so she can get out of there more easily. He's not Shinryu. It's behaving like Nose Figure is Shinryu right now. It's mutual, Kayla. Thank you guys for always keeping me company with these crazy things. Again, we're in like... Sometimes you get these situations where you get these turns and you're just like... I can't do anything with them. Like, maybe give Auron Protect at this stage, but again, he's like off the CTB. Who's not even there. I'm gonna try and give him Protect. Just try and find some kind of way to help him survive here. Why does keeping me strong though? It's just amazing. Memes can just come out of absolutely nowhere. So the idea is Auron can now survive an attack most of the time and then heal himself. There you go. It's a bit unfair that Braska's Fire Leon's overdrives are rank 3. That is true. Yeah, I agree. Should be at least a rank 4. No. It's that combination again. Because Auron has Protect now, he's much more likely to end up in this no man's land of HP. You can see he's got 1,770, so he won't survive if he gets hit with Triumphant Grasp. Yeah, so now we're stuck in a position where we need to get Kimari out of there. Yeah. He needs to avoid being hit at least like 4 or 5 turns in a row. My YouTube notification went up at 2 PM my time instead of UK time. I wonder if that's a thing. Like, as in, that's the reason for some of these mistakes. Where it sends out late notifications. Is it a time zone issue? Is dying and reviving faster than a sufficiently high rank? Yes, it is. Mine also went off at 2 in my own time, which was an hour before it started. Ah, that's interesting. So maybe we've kind of figured out one reason why it messes up. But yeah, Kimari's just completely stuck at this point. We're trying our best to help him out, but... And we have to hope that Auron's auto regen kind of does his job here. But Kimari just keeps getting hit. But yeah, look, Jekt Overdrive, Auron's HP 2321, 2421, 2604. It's very tight. But we're starting to run lower on resources now. We need to get moving. Oof, Auron just about survived. Good. In my experience, it seems to be about like 70% or so that he survives, 70-80%. Because it has that boosted critical rate. Kimari still needs 3 turns. Oh, come on. Just can't leave Kimari stranded there. Please survive it. Please. Yes. Okay, good. One more turn and we can get Kimari out of there. Just thinking, is there any value in doing anything other than just changing weapon or swapping Tidus or something? Nah, I think we just have to hope that Kimari survives here. Even if we power broke or something, Kimari's not surviving the turn. Okay. Oh no, we're in that shit situation again. No. Will Auron have enough HP with his regen to survive the first sword swipe? That's the question. Because I think he takes about 2,400, no? I think he would. Ah yeah, true, he's got Protect. I don't usually have Protect on him. I forgot about that. Yes, I forgot about the Protect. Normally I don't do it, but this one I was struggling to get him like buffed up and ready, so I threw one on. Here we go again. But again, do we have the problem of Sword Swipe leaving him kind of stranded on a shit amount of HP? I think for the first one we'll be fine. I'm just worried he's going to get stuck on an amount of HP that then gets him taken out, but we'll see. Okay, that works. Alright, here we go again. I don't know how much longer he's going to have the regen for, but... Just do not get hit by this first Triumphant Grasp, please. Please. Yes. There we go. Whew. Yeah, so if you use Talk in this fight, it reduces his overdrive gauge back down to 0, and it also skips his next turn. So it can definitely be useful, but there's probably very specific circumstances where it would actually help you. Oh, look at that. Good job, Auron. I think in this fight it's more that it skips one of his turns. So let's say you need to survive 3 turns. Obviously you'd need to survive 2 turns instead. Okay, a couple little things happening here. We're still in it. And we'll definitely survive one more turn as a party here. Okay, fine. If only that wasn't Riku. If that was Tidus, we'd really be in business. Just so many things need to go right in this form. Every time Riku's hit, that's like another 3 turns at least before she gets to do anything. Okay. Surely Tidus now getting a turn. Surely. Been a pretty good set of turns here. We haven't had a sword swipe for a long time. What now? What now? Obviously, Torque, for example, can be used. Oren's turn is so far away. And then Tidus is, look, it's literally off the CTB. Like, that's the thing. Yeah, you can use Torque, but... oh, damn. But at the end of the day, right now, we need Riku to get a turn. So, I don't think there's too much else we can do. And this is why I was debating the idea of having like others with overdrive. So let's say, I don't know, Kimari had a full overdrive. Maybe he could take out the pagodas, like use an overdrive to do that. But I think Torque is the only play we have. Just kind of, it allows us to keep rolling the dice. I think that's all we got for now. Nasty. Because obviously we just can't get trio back on him or anything like that, so we're kind of stuck. Right, there's that sword swipe. But yeah, you use Torque, and then literally within 2 moves. He's basically almost gone overdrive again. Almost all of his moves have a delay to them. Basically, if he uses like the kind of the hand force move or whatever the hell, I don't know what you even call that. That has delay. The sword swipe has delay. Okay, at least we survived another one of those. Yeah, dying has a bit of a delay too. But for Auron, is that better? Like for someone like Auron, it's better for him to get killed and then revived than for him to be delayed, right? Because he's just so slow. But we're just chilling in the second form right now. We've only had 1 turn so far that was kind of useless, but whatever. There you go. Aha. Okay. So, what now? In this scenario, what needs to happen is that we're gonna do this. Is it worse to stop the pagodas? I think, no, we have to stop the pagodas because then Wakka's overdrive wouldn't work. So we do this, pagodas stop, and then we have to hope that a sword swipe doesn't happen and that Tidus stays alive. So you can see on the CTB there, Tidus is here. He must survive. And if he does, then we have a chance of winning. I think that's all there is to it. I don't think there's any other smart plays that can be made here. Let's do it. Okay, Auron survives. There you go. And now, Tidus needs to not get hit. That's the next ingredient. We failed that one. We're still in the fight, but our opportunity is gone now. That was a 1 in 3 that we failed there. Oh, man. He knew. He always knows. Yep, that was the win. I had a 2 in 3 chance there. That's ridiculous. Honestly, maybe Riku gets another turn here, though. Does Riku get another one? I think she might, you know. Auron's being picked on a lot here. We might get another shot at this. That would be even more insane, I think, to get 2 shots at this. Riku used an item. Surely she's going to have a turn. Finally. So are we in the same situation again? This time we use the Dark Matter. And then again, if Tidus survives the Triumphant Grasp, we can win, no? Okay. We have a chance. Yeah. I was clenching there during those attack reels. Absolutely clenching. If I messed that up, that would have been one of the most embarrassing shit fails of my short live streaming career. Holy shit. Whew. Held it together. Literally the last attempt before I was going to play back the previous win that I got. Crazy. First try, yes. I'm gonna do the VOD so they look like the first try. Whew. Yeah, heart was pumping there. The fact that we got a second try after the first one was insane. I really didn't think we'd get that second attempt. Wow. And then the second one was even more favorable. Basically, Auron managed to tank a few hits for us. And then change the game. Whew. Yeah, glad you guys were there to witness that. Great moment. I can turn the volume up a little bit again. I turned it down for Otherworld, actually.
You'll cry. You're gonna cry. You always cry. See? You're crying.
I hate you, Dad.
Save it for later.
Right. We've got a job to do, don't we?
Good. That's right. You are my son, after all.
You know, for the first time I'm glad to have you as my father.
Sir Jack, I should...
No! Yuna! There's no time!
You stay away!
Yuna, you know what to do. The Aeons!
We Aeons.
Call them!
Call us!
Damn, that abrupt end to the music.
Yes. Here it comes!
He stands 26. Oh my god.
Yuna!
Been a while since we had this thing. So, can you do this without relying on auto life? I don't know, probably not. I think the only fear at this stage, obviously someone said victory lap, which indeed is what it should be. I'm just thinking, is there any scenario in which you could somehow, because of the speed difference, kind of get yourself like kind of locked, you know? Not that you'd lose, but you'd kind of get a bit locked almost, but I'm pretty doubtful. I think it should be fine. Let's begin. I think Riku's does, or did I think Riku's weapon might not have first strike. Because I was like, oh, like we don't have her to start the fight anyway, so what's the point? But I think we should be pretty okay here. Because obviously the only way to lose would be if something like that happened where we somehow kind of locked ourselves because of the speed difference. But I think that's incredibly unlikely. They have too many singular hitting moves as well. So yeah, Auron has first strike. Just don't petrify yourself. Does Lulu still have trio in effect? I'm pretty certain the answer to that is no. So I think for this one, we're just going to have to wait until Riku has a chance. Otherwise, it's going to take a bit. 2,000. I wonder how much damage we even do to our Aeons. It's probably not very much at all. Yeah, I should double up his HP and then self-destruct or something. But at the moment, self-destruct wouldn't kill any of them. Let's just wait a bit and see what happens here. Whew, what a challenge it has been. So looking back on it now... Oof, yeah, that's powerful. So we kind of have to just wait until Riku gets a turn for all of these. Can we say that this challenge is doable, no sphere grid, no summon? Because yes, we did summon for Overdrive Sin, but obviously if we had trio, we would have been able to win. So no sphere grid, no summon, it's doable. And then no sphere grid, no trio, I think it's not. I'm pretty sure, like, I think that would be the only question I have left. Where I'd be like, is it possible to do it without... Do I even have it? Yeah, crap. Anyway, whatever. It might drag it out a little bit as she keeps dying, but it's fine. Just... Keep going. Yeah, just thinking like, is there a way to have won that fight without using trio? Not really sure. But I think if there's anyone curious, any kind of challenge runners out there, I think that's what I'd be looking into. Like if I was watching someone else do this, that's the question I'd be asking. And I'd be looking around to see if there's any kind of combination of things that could somehow make it work. I'm thinking no trio and no summons is impossible. I'll go on record as saying that. And if anyone proves me wrong, I'll be the first to admit how incredible that is. But I'm pretty certain that you cannot do it. If you don't allow trio and you don't allow summons. It's got to be one or the other. That's why I'm just thinking through, like if you look at the entire challenge from start to finish, no sphere grid, no summon is definitely like you can use that acronym to describe the whole challenge and say that's possible. But you can't use no sphere grid, no trio quartet. I think. Yeah, you can't use that one. Yeah, I'm pretty certain of that. Hey Nick, welcome to the stream. Good timing or potentially bad timing. Maybe if you just arrived, maybe go back like 10-15 minutes to kind of see the excitement. Oh god, there's a lot of turns before Riku gets one, but whatever. Let's power break him. Let's speed this up because we're going to have to watch a lot of auto life animations here. Like, surely there's going to be a situation where Riku gets a turn eventually. I mean, worst case, you could obviously just chip away with your characters too. Honestly, that might be a better move, but there you go. She came back. You come back instantly with this one. There's no like delay for this auto life. That's even more beneficial. Yeah, that's interesting. Like, I do like that they don't drag it out, because obviously if you have the delay, like, it's not that you would lose as a result, but it would just make it take longer. Yeah, it's definitely pretty well done in that sense. Francisco, are you not interested in the ending, like the final cutscene and all that stuff? Come on, man. I haven't properly sat down to watch the ending for a while, so I'm looking forward to it. $3,021. Ah, she died. But there's no delay here, so again, it's fine. Yeah, Omega's not going to happen, man. I don't think there's much for you to see in that one. I did go back and watch God and the Great's video for No Sphere Grid, No Summon Omega Weapon, I think it was. Great fight. But I don't think what he did can be applied to the auto-hasted version. I guess kind of nice that we didn't get the other Aeons in this run. Just recently watched the ending from the 24th. Oh yeah, Final Fantasy X was on. I think when I went in this morning, it was like post-game stuff. But yeah, as I say, usually when I'm in the 24/7 stream, I don't have like the content itself running. I just have the chat popped out, so I can chat to people and just like moderate the chat and stuff. But I don't watch the content on there. So I haven't seen the ending for a long time. I think there's the whole soft lock. I think Caribbean would be better if you like said, how do you soft lock? Because at the end of the day, like, let's say this situation, the Aeons are hard to hit, yes. But technically, like, if you were in such a horrible situation that somehow, like, you can't do anything, you can use your overdrives to chip away their damage, you can, I don't know, lose spells, then use ether, like, whatever it is. Like, I feel like there's almost no way that you would get genuinely stuck against these guys. It just feels like there's just no real way to get stuck, like in a real sense, you know. So I don't know. Hey Zachary, welcome to stream. Good to see you. Ah, the Upagodas do the heal them. Fine. I forgot about that. Yeah, okay, fine. Then I guess if you're doing like a very specific type of run, I guess it is possible. If you can't, like, if you don't have the items, fine, okay. It just seems like an incredibly niche thing. Like, even No Sphere Grid Challenge, it feels like there's no way you're getting to this stage without enough items to take out these guys. Shalinda's reviving us. Yeah, don't worry, Yevon's coming soon. We'll have a test of these while we're there. Thank you, Adam. Appreciate it. Definitely a good moment. It's one of those rare times, like, I literally felt my heart pumping. Like, when Walker's turn came up, I could literally feel my heart in my chest. Like, I was just like, oh my god, if I fail this attack reels in front of all these people in this scenario, like, I can't come back from this. I would just have to give up and just show you guys the replay. I couldn't do it. So this is the one move I was worried about, thinking, you know, when I said, like, is there some way you could kind of lock yourself? I was thinking about what if this guy just spams a ton of impulses, but I guess there's always a chance he does a normal attack, right? So, it can, again, it can slow you down, but it's not gonna, I think, cause a problem. Yeah, I was thinking about that, Annabelle. That's been known for a long time, and it's definitely a neat trick for people who aren't that proficient at attack reels. Definitely useful to know, but I think people like me that have been doing attack reels for so long, that should have at least muscle memory for doing it the normal way. I feel like there's like almost more chance of screwing it up if I think about that and try to do it like that deliberately, if that makes sense. But yeah, as Coryphean says, that's been around for a long time. It's a great little trick. Okay, here we go. I don't remember if I ever talked about it in my like 100% playthrough. I think for me, obviously, just because years ago, a long time before anyone was watching me, I already became proficient at doing attack reels, so it's probably a bit of a second nature thing to me. I might have not mentioned it, but yeah.